Do not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla at us. What's going on with you? If you're just now joining us for the first time here at App Stupid, welcome. I'm your boy Big Vern, and I'm just getting started. Previously, we talked about Notre Dame. They got upset by Northern Illinois. Not only did we give you why they got beat, how they got beat, both through the air, on the ground, and why I thought there was one player who separated himself from everybody, and he could be a guy you could see on Sunday playing professionally. So, from the independent circuit, we pivot to the SEC. And I said last week, I did not see enough from Kentucky to come up with an opinion why Kentucky, pretty much it was fool's gold. And I was right. Now, a certain somebody, I'm not going to mention his name, he was spamming the comments. It was him in the comments going up and down, up and down, up and down. I was like, wow. This guy's really a diehard. And he can't believe that Kentucky is a legit contender in the SEC. Kentucky, they got beat to death. And that's to put it lightly. 44 passing yards for the entire game. 44 passing yards. Wow. There are some kids in middle school with those kind of numbers. An elite SEC program has 44 yards passing. And what they had a lack of at the quarterback, they made up for it in rushing at 139 yards, gashing North Carolina State. But the average yards per play was 2.9. And I'm watching the game because at the same time, I'm watching the fourplex that they give you on YouTube TV. And I'm watching Northern Illinois not back down against Notre Dame in South Bend. And I'm like trying to stay focused because I'm trying to make my notes. And I'm like, wow, this is officially Survivor Saturday. Everybody from the betting sports world to color commentary, they had Kentucky winning this game by 10 points. To lose like this is embarrassing at home. Third down conversion out of 14 attempts, you only convert 3? Wow. And now you see how you got beat. That's a very big outlier. When you can't keep your offense on the field, there's no rhythm. You don't have rhythm with your wide receivers. Your running back doesn't have enough touches to get comfortable. They just looked out of sorts. They looked like they got their... I mean, it was a drubbing. Went for it twice on fourth down and got stopped. This was epic. This was really epic. 6 punts at home. 6 punts at home. 11 penalties. And they were stupid penalties. They were dumb penalties. We got people with face mask penalties and pushing guys and after the play and, targeting. It was a fiasco. And I think it was embarrassment from the players because they wanted to retaliate like that. But again, whose fault is this? You recruited these guys. You bought them home. Why is this a thing? He has one of the highest paid coaching staffs in college football. and you all amassed 6 points in a conference game to a team that wasn't picked to do anything in the conference. South Carolina is not a big brand. They're not the Georgia. They're not the Alabama. They're not the Tennessees, the LSUs. Florida's just a name, but it's still a brand. South Carolina? My goodness. 2 picks. The most damaging part about this is that Kentucky held on to the ball for 32 minutes and 21 seconds. They controlled having the ball in their hand for that amount of time, and you only put up 6 points. I told you I did not see enough from Kentucky to suggest that they were going to have a good season. Give me a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Y'all know what we do, and you know why I'm here. We got another rap album we promoting this month. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Big Sean, out right now in stores. Better Me Than You. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites: Iconic, Typecast, Break the Cycle, It Is What It Is, and many more. Big Sean in stores now. Yeah, shout out to Big Sean. It is a good album. Better Me Than You. Go get it where you legally consume your music. So, Brock Vandergrift. Let's start there. He only had 10 passes in this game. That's atrocious. That they dial up more passes in a Little League football game than this kid got to actually try to throw the ball around. Kentucky's offensive line is horrible. That I'm not going to lay everything at Brock's feet because this is a shared misery. The O-line is putrid. They could not block for this guy at all. Out of the 10 throws that they dialed up, 8 of them, he had guys from South Carolina all over him. And just a rough day at the office for the kid. 3 of 10 for 30 yards and an interception. Wow. Then Gavin Wimsett, he was a local kid who went to Rutgers, and then he came back. That dude, 3 of 7 for 14 yards and an interception. Again, I told you that I didn't see enough from Vandergrift in week 1 to suggest Kentucky had a quarterback. So they were going to have to throw the ball. And I was like, I expect you all to beat South Carolina. I did not by any means. I said Lenore Sellers, I don't think that he can beat you. I was like, his rushing with his legs, you better figure out how you can stop him and contain that play action fake, or even you have to go ahead and account for him when he leaves the pocket in the read player option. But with his arm, I did not think that he could actually beat you all. I said this. I was like, I expect you all to win. But to get rolled up at Lexington at home, that was insane. That was insane. It was just like, what are we talking about? Sumo, he was a bright spot. The guy's, he's a dog. I'm not going to sit here and hold you. He's a dog. 17 touches, 70 yards, 4.1 a carry. If that's a bright spot, I'll take it. It's fair. Again, I'm not talking trash. I was just looking at the level of opponent that you brought to town because you bought them for a reason. And I don't know what you thought about this game, but then you get rolled up at home. You get rolled up at home like, what? Outside of Sumo, no other rusher had more than 46 yards. Shameful. You even have guys out here like Barian Brown. That dude has negative 11 yards. Then Vandergrift, he's not fast at all. Big Bad Brock had negative 29 yards. I want you all to know how bad this was, how hard this was to watch. And Bob Stoops is making an exorbitant amount of money to be in Lexington. To have this happen to him, to have NFL scouts and things in his coaching tree, and you get done like this. Give me a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Yes, BK, have it your way, because you rule. Order online, download the app, or visit the good folks at your local Burger King. BK, have it your way, because you rule. So when we last left off, we were talking about the debacle that went down in Lexington. And one thing that was very telling, I think it was at the end of the third quarter, a field reporter asked Stoops, hey, look, Marky Mark and the Dummy Bunch, what do you have planned to get back into this game? And he said, and I quote, I don't know what we need to do. I mean, this is embarrassing. As a head coach, you never throw your kids under the bus. I don't care if you have to baffle them with bullshit. You never throw those kids under the bus. You tell them anything. Yeah, we need to block better. We got to go ahead and protect. Vandergriff, we got to go ahead and get more yards on the ground. We've got to complete more passes and want to dial up some packages to get his confidence back. Not only do you have a quarterback controversy brewing right now, Vandergriff was an NIL kid. Again, remember what I said. You're going to see kids with very big resumes versus kids who just know how to play and fit a system. And that's what you saw in South Carolina. I'm not going to hold you. South Carolina's not a powerhouse. And I'm not dancing up and down on Kentucky's grave. This isn't me just sitting here, oh, Stoops and the Dummy Bunch. No. Again, I'm just asking the questions. And you can't get mad when things go like I told you they were going to go. Because if I flexed on you, I tell you, I am the best in the world at this. We'll get into Kentucky's schedule. We'll take a quick look at some things. And I don't know how you get this back on track. I just don't. Give me a quick 20 from a rap album, and then we'll go into the schedule. Close it out. This is Big Vern. It's your boy Big Vern promoting another rap album this month. Currency and DJ Fresh, The Tonight Show, the sequel, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on here is Next One with Larry June, State of Course with Paul Wall, Neighborhood Superstar with Payroll Giovanni, Ethereum, First and 15th, and many more. In stores now. Yeah, shout out to Currency and DJ Fresh. I've been rocking that one all weekend. I love it. My first lady loves it. Beautiful weather here in the Midwest. When we last left off, we were talking about Kentucky and what they needed to have happen. Now, it's not going to get any better for the Cats because Georgia comes to town next week. Georgia's going to blow the doors off of Kentucky. I want you to be ready for this. Vandergriff, hey, look, man, make sure your life insurance policy's paid up. Then they have Ohio coming to Lexington. They should get a win out of that. They're going to be 2-1. They need to win that game. If they lose to Ohio University, this is looking like an awful season for the Cats. Because then they have to go to Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, and Jackson. Oh my goodness, Jackson Dart on that Kentucky defense? You all will get made an example of. Vandy, the Vandy game looks like a 50-50 game right now. Florida, no, I'm not even going to entertain that. You'll beat Florida. I'm not even going down that road. Auburn, that's another 50-50 game. Then you have to go to Knoxville and Rocky Top and take on Tennessee, which looks like a buzzsaw. Right now, Tennessee looks like a buzzsaw. You don't want those problems. I can't find on here where Kentucky gets 5 wins. Because Murray State comes to Lexington, you'll win that game. I'm not going to be a prisoner of the moment and be like, oh my God, Stoops. No, stop it. That's infantile. That's immature. But then you play Texas, in Texas. I don't want to let this, I don't want to shock you with this. But Texas just beat the living hell out of Michigan in Michigan. Don't tell anybody I told you this. But, you're not winning that game. And then, like I told you, you have to play Louisville. And at this point in the season, Kentucky fans need to become Louisville fans. You have to pump Louisville up to actually save your season. Because we already detailed how many games he's going to lose in the SEC. Your non-conference schedule is not hard at all. The only non-conference opponent that you have with a beacon of light is Louisville. And you don't want these problems. Louisville right now looks like gangbusters. Louisville makes work of Clemson. Louisville makes work of Pitt. Louisville gets rid of Miami. Louisville gets rid of Notre Dame. Look the hell out. You could be going up against a team supremely confident versus a team just trying to find its own identity. That could be an issue. That can be an issue. So, Big Blue Nation, let me know how you feel. Is there a quarterback controversy brewing in Lexington? Does Stoops and the Dummy Bunch need to actually dial it up? Let me know. This is Big Vern at App Stupid.